everyone, it's Kez by sorry, it's Crochet by Kez here with a crochet tutorial for you guys. And this is my work in progress so far, but in this video I'm going to show you how to make this lovely soft beginner's winter scarf. Now this is great for beginners in crochet, or if you just want to simply make something fast and in time for the cold months, which is what I'm doing. Now my ball of yarn, as you can see here, is still attached because I've not finished this yet, but I just want to show you, if I grab the bottom end, I just want to show you what it looks like and how the stitches look. And I will do a work in progress video again on this scarf, because when I've finished it I'm going to put yarn all along the bottom to make it all tassely and make it flow better. So I've done it quite a length so far, but I want it long enough to wrap around my neck a couple of times. So I'm probably going to easily use the rest of the ball of yarn for this scarf, and if I still want it a bit longer then I'll go into a second ball. So all I'm going to suggest, if you're making this, if you want to do it the length that I'm planning to do, or just so you're on the safe side and you've got plenty of yarn, make sure you at least have maybe at least a couple of balls of the yarn you want to use for it, depending on your length. If you want it, you know, really long, then it might be worth getting 3 balls. So anyway, let's get started. So I'm going to move this aside. The easiest way I'll do it is I'll roll my yarn up in here so it doesn't unravel. Roll it up like a little sausage, and let's move that out of the way, and let's begin. So to make your scarf, I'm using I showed this in my previous video of my recent yarn I've bought. I'm using the Glitz and Glam DK yarn, and it's a sparkle one. I got this from my local Pan Stretchers just around the corner, and this yarn recommends a 4mm hook, but today I'm going to be using a 4.5mm hook. So let's get the label off, and let's try and find my end here. Is that it tucked in there? Yes, it is. Right, so let me just loosen myself some yarn so we can begin. Just so I've got plenty of yarn, I don't have to keep, you know, doing it for you guys. So you're going to make a slip knot, and you're going to pop it onto your hook and tighten. Now, just so I don't lose that loop, me personally, I like to tie an extra knot. So I literally just grab the little tail end, and I literally just tie it around the working yarn and that, and I literally just make another knot, because I've had it so many times where I've done my slip knot and it's just unraveled. So you can do any amount of chains. You don't have to worry about even or odd numbers. You literally just chain how many chains it is until you've got the nice width of your scarf. So for demonstration purposes, I'm just going to do a few just so I'll show you the pattern. So I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19 and 20. So I know I've changed 20, and you can do it wider. I'm literally just doing a swatch for you guys just to show you how it's done. So I've changed 20, and in each stitch you're going to do a double crochet. Now I'm not sure what double means in UK terminology, because when I taught myself to crochet from YouTube, I learnt from the US terminology. So what you're going to do is you're going to skip the first 3 chains from your hook, and you're going to double crochet into the 4th chain from your hook. So count 1, 2, 3, and the 4th one you're going to yarn over, put your hook through, pull your yarn through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So when you went into the 4th chain from the hook, these 3 chains come up. Which then, so if I show you again, so you know what I mean. So count 3 chains from the hook, 1, 2, 3, and in your 4th chain you do your double crochet. So yarn over, insert, and yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So the 3 stitches you skipped, that makes your first double crochet stitch, and in the next stitch you're going to do the same again, a double crochet. So yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through. So you have 3 loops on your hook, and you're going to yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2, and you're going to do that all the way along. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll show you how it looks at the end of the row. So you do this right the way along, so you're building up your first row of your scarf. So I'm just going to do this. Oops. And while I'm just doing this row, I just want to thank you guys for your support in helping my channel grow. I now have unless it's gone up again since I checked last night, I now have 17 subscribers. So thank you very much. I am new to doing this, so any tips or anything that you guys can give me to help, or any ideas for crochet videos, anything you guys want to see, just let me know, because it'll be a really big help. And I do apologise about the quality of my videos. I only have my tablet to record my videos at the moment. I'm hoping to get a proper stand to hold my tablet, so that way I can hold it above what I'm doing and you'll be able to see a bit better. So while it's a bit tricky to see, I do hope that I'm explaining what I'm doing clearly enough for you guys. But like I said, any help I do appreciate, so do leave comments below on any tips and tricks and any ideas of what you guys would like to see on my channel. So getting back to the project, I'm coming up to the end of my row. I've just got 1 stitch left to do now, so I'm going to do that. And here is what your first row should look like. So because it's the double crochets, each row is fairly tall, so that's what I was saying about it's a good project that builds up fairly quickly. I mean, my work in progress scarf that I'm doing at the moment is coming on really well, and I've been doing that for the last couple of days, but only because I've been busy with other things. But if you were literally not doing anything and you wanted something to do, and if you're a bit of a speedy crocheter like me, you could probably easily do it in like a day maybe, if you wanted to. So now we've finished round 1, row 2, not round because we're not working in a round, row 2 is the row you're going to repeat for the whole scarf until you get to your desired length for your scarf. So to start the next row, you're going to chain 3, so 1, 2 and 3, and then you're going to turn your work, and then you're going to do a double crochet in the next stitch. So where you've just done your chain 3, you're not going to go into the base of that, you're going to go into the next stitch. So yarn over, insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over, pull through 2. So if you can see, if not, I'm trying to explain it the best I can. Where you've done your chain 3, you don't go into this stitch, you don't go in the base of it for your next stitch. You must remember to go into the next stitch from it, and then you just repeat that same double crochet stitch all the way along the row. So I'm going to do that, and I will meet you guys back at the end of the row. Okay, so I'm back now, and I have it doesn't look like it, but I have one stitch left to do on this row. So on the previous row, where you had your turning chain, where you skipped your first 3 chains, which made your first stitch, you need to count up. So 1, 2 and 3, and you're going to do a double crochet in the top of that turning chain from the previous row. So yarn over, insert, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over and pull through 2. So you went in to the top of that turning chain on the very end. So where you had the turning chain here, you counted 1, 2, 3, and then you done one in a double crochet in the top of that turning chain. So I will go through and do one and help you do one more row, and that for this swatch. So again, you're going to start the next round, you're going to chain 3, so 1, 2 and 3, and you're going to turn your work, and again you're not going into the base stitch of that chain 3 you've just done, you're going to go into the next stitch. So you're going to do a double crochet in the next stitch, and then again into the next stitch, and then again into the next stitch. Oops, dropped my loop there. And as you can see by the swatch, we're only just doing row 3, and it's building up fairly quickly. So repeat this until you get to the last 2 stitches, because remember, you always have to do a double crochet in the top of your turning chain from the beginning, the chain 3 that you start off with every row. You have to remember to do a double crochet in the top of there. So I'm going to carry on until I get to that turning chain stitch, and then I will rejoin you. Right, okay, so I'm at the end of the row, and I've just got that turning chain to do my double crochet in. So you're going to count up 1, 2, 3 and do a double crochet into the top of that turning chain, and then that's the end of our 3rd row. So like I said, row 2, and I showed you how to do row 3 as well. Row 2 is what you repeat for the whole scarf, so the entire length you want. So always remember that at the end of each row, to make sure you do a double crochet stitch in the top of your turning chain. So when you do a chain 3 to start a new row, you always have to remember that in those turning chains to do a stitch, because then if you don't, it will start sort of getting too narrow, and then it won't look even. But this is how it will look. This is the swatch I've done with you guys. So this is the pattern, how your scarf will look, and you can see it's getting fairly tall already, and we've only done 3 rows together. So, and that's with a normal DK yarn. So using this stitch really does help to build it up fairly quickly, and that's why I'm using it for my projects at the moment, just doing simple projects, because I can get stuff done quickly, and that for like presents, or just for preparing for the colder months, because we've got the darker nights drawing in now. So it doesn't hurt to prepare, and sometimes, you know, of an evening I just like to sit and do something simple without having to think too much about it if I'm in front of the telly. So there's how to make the beginner's crochet winter scarf, and I will do another video with the progress of my scarf. I will either have the video uploaded of the progress either tomorrow or the day after. I will let you guys know. But I hope this video was helpful, and like I said, I know you probably can't see very well as I'm working through the stitches, so I do really hope I'm explaining well. Thank you again for the support so far to my new channel, doing these new videos and all that. And like I said earlier, any help or tips or any ideas that you guys want to see me do videos on would be greatly appreciated. I would like to try and get this channel really going if I can. So anyway, I hope that was helpful, guys, and give this a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and like I said, leave any comments down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye for now, guys.